channel. We're off to spot J this morning. I had a bit of a debacle yesterday and I'm a little bit sick of the crowds. It's a public holiday, so we're going. I've got the fishing rod, I've got the super tanker. Just going to go on a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of a road trip and see what we can find. We'll see when we get there. Well, I've blown it this morning. It was the end of daylight saving this morning, so I'm an hour late. I'm going to miss the sunrise. I've been caught unawares, so that's not a particularly auspicious start to the morning. Oh, I think I can see something. Only a tiny little ripple down there. Well, let's go and have a look. And I think even on the super tanker, I'm going to be struggling to catch anything here. It's a beautiful morning though. The conditions are absolutely glorious. Even though I'm here a bit late, I don't think it really would have mattered too much. Oh, hang on, here's something coming now. The tide is going out. It's about another 2 hours before low tide, so just possibly there might be, oh, it's going to be marginal though. No, that one didn't break. Well, I've been standing here 10 minutes and that's the best one that's come through for probably, yeah, since I've been standing here. There's another one, that's 2 waves. So I think I'm going to put the steamer on because it's going to be a long wait and that sun's not going to be up for a little while yet. Okay, I'm almost bolted back up that hill. I'm just so excited. I've got the place to myself right at the moment. I've got the super tanker and I'm going to put the steamer on, go out for a paddle and just sit there and wait for waves. I can always go fishing later. As the tide, I'm hoping as the tide drops it'll get better, and then as the tide starts to push in, the swell might pick up a little bit. Probably wishful thinking, but I'm a glass half full sort of person, so you can only try. Let's go surfing. Now, to mix things up a little bit more, I'm taking out this big hatch fin and we're putting in this little tiny, what would you call it, trailing fin or something. So it should make it a lot looser. It's only tiny today, it shouldn't make much difference, but a change is as good as a holiday. Well, a couple of cars have pulled up, so I might be joined very shortly. Whoa. But it's a long weekend. Oh, here comes one now. Oh, that's probably the best one I've seen yet. Well, I've just been speaking to that lovely young lady down the beach there, had a very pleasant chat. There's been virtually no waves come through. I think one wave's come through the whole time I was talking. But had it for everything, mate. to the beach. Woohoo! Well, once more, Spot J has shown the way. This is just glorious. The sun's out. The water's reasonably warm, but I'm glad I've got this on because there's a long wait in between, so I can stay out as long as I like without getting cold, up within reason. Tiny fin makes it a lot more manoeuvrable. Is this another way? Just possibly. It's so good when a plan comes together. When you make use of all the available information, put it all together and come up with a winner. It doesn't happen for me that often. I've had some hoax missions in my time, plenty of them, where I got absolutely nothing, but I'm happy today. The editing process makes this place look good though, because a lot of the time, look, it's been probably been 20 minutes since I've had a wave, and that's why I've got the steamer on, because you just get so cold sitting here waiting, and that sun is sort of behind the clouds. It's not that warm. There's just these big lulls, you know, and then you'll get 5 waves in a row. So, well, I might be a bit too far in, or not. No, might be right. one. Don't think that one's going to do it. Ooh. What about this one? I need to move around on this board a bit more, I think, instead of just standing there like a sclerotic seagull with my sort of like a frozen garden gnome most of the time. It's only tiny. We got it. Oh yes. How sweet it is. Woo! Right to the rocks. Oh, I'm tempted. I am tempted. Well, it's happened as people turned up. Somebody spotted me, a couple of guys with boards, but it's a long weekend and you can't be greedy, you've got to share a bit, so maybe one behind it, just maybe. And this is my wave in because I'm getting hungry now. Oh, we might be too far out. Oh no! Well, I've come in, I've had some lunch, I've had a couple of boiled eggs, a couple of apples and a banana, and I was lucky to get that wave in because there has not been one single wave break since I've been sitting here, probably for the last half an hour. It's basically been like a lake, a few tiny little waves in close and that's about it. So that might be the very tail end of the swell. I might have just got super lucky this morning and just managed to jag a few waves before the swell died completely, or as the tide, it's just about dead low tide now, as the tide starts to push in it may pick up, but I don't think so. We might be going fishing. Well friends, I'm out on the rocky headlands. The surf has definitely stopped. As you can see, it's virtually flat now. There's virtually nothing happening at all on the surf front. So I think I've lucked out and got the very last of the swell. I've got the fishing rod here, got the esky and the knife. Well, let's see if we can catch dinner. As you can see by the colour of the weed here, the water's definitely clearer than it was. The last time I was up here you could barely even see all this weed. So yeah, maybe in another week or so snorkeling will be an option again. There is a little wave breaking over here I'm keeping my eye on as the tide comes in. But so far I've had probably 20 throws and haven't seen anything. The trick is not to get it snagged on these weeds. Okay, I think it's time for the magic lure change. Well, as you can see, it's pretty busy here now. The surf really isn't doing it. I've had the best of that. I've had about 100 casts now. I've been here about an hour and a half. I haven't seen a fish. There's been absolutely nothing happening. So I think I'm going to give it a miss and yeah, see what we can do tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to and you haven't already. Please press that like button and don't forget to do something every day. We'll catch you on the next one.